Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Laveda. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Sue. Good morning, Briomi. Ah,
Hi, Carol Frost. Hi, Mary Sharkey. Hi, Sheila. Now he's going to come down. He's been awake, but he doesn't want to get dressed. He keeps going and laying back down in bed. But I knew as soon as he heard the music, he was going to want to come down. We've had a weird day today, though. It's like really gloomy, but it's freaking hot as heck. Trevor has to go to his college. They want him over there to do like that, whatever he did when he got scouted for his job. So he didn't go to work. I didn't take him until like an hour and a half ago. So all our schedules are all kind of combobulated right now, and Troy has no idea what's going on because usually we take him first thing in the morning. So he went back upstairs and he was like, I'm laying back in bed. I'm like, come on, let's get dressed. And he just looked at me like I was crazy. So, all right. Hi, Sybil. Hi, Kathy. Hello, just had my left hip replaced 2 days ago. Oh, man, Stephanie. Owie, 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 owie. Oh, yeah, I know. See, he's pointing at himself because he wants to be changed. I asked you. Hey, hey.
I'll tell you what. It was really weird taking Trevor to work, though. But I don't have to pick him up tonight because um, the other gal that they interned together, so she's going back to campus too, and so he's going to get a ride with her home.
Miss y'all, because I just was complaining about going that way the other day when he was off property, and I'm like 8:30. I am like up in my room doing closing down, taking off makeup and getting ready for bed, and I'm not trying to pick you up at 8 o'clock at night. Are you insane? Why is that pumpkin back there? You still haven't sent it to me yet? Which pumpkin? That pumpkin up there? That pumpkin? That pumpkin? That pumpkin? You didn't tell me you wanted that pumpkin. You didn't tell me you wanted that pumpkin. You had hip replacement surgery too? Golly, I can only imagine that that's not probably the easiest of recoveries. How are you, Helen? Hi, Pamela. It's been a minute. How have you been? Oh, that pumpkin. I got it. I didn't know I was supposed to send you that pumpkin. Y'all, so the ones, are they finally dead? They're not dead yet. So ever since we've made these, I've never turned them off. The one in the middle died like forever ago. These ones are still lit. It's so funny to me that these ones are still going. Mm. You just got over a triple bypass. Holy cannoli, Pamela. Wowee. Hi, Joanne. Good coogly moogly. So, we have you guys can see Santa back here, the village with Santa. It's really cute, y'all. And I like the sparkle. You guys probably too far away, but from right here with the lights going this way, you can see the sparkle on the roofs. It looks so cute. I know. You guys are quite the group, aren't ya? Look at his hair. It's always fluffy from the bathtub. Look at his hair. Because he's got brain power. Hey, my papers are all going to fall. You can't be coming down here making demands. You can't just come here and make demands. Hold on. So anyhow, I do have the paper mache thing, down here. 1 second, y'all. Okay, so we're going to do the paper mache, but I went and grabbed all of the other papers from the new release because I didn't have these over here. I had them over on the shipping table or the table out in the front. Troy, stop. And I know it's always fluffy and it's so soft and fluffy when he gets out the bath. Hi, Liz. Hi, Barbara Ross. Hi, Tina. You're already back at work? Holy guacamole, Pamela. You go, girl. Wow, that's fast. Really? Laurel! All of these papers have not been removed from inventory. No, ma'am. I just grabbed the whole stack. And I brought them over here. Look at Sue's yelling at me and I haven't even decided if I'm using anything from it yet. Good googly muggly. So anyways, Aussie. Why does it do that? That is so bizarre. StreamYard has to change something. It doesn't automatically add to the stage by itself. I know. That's a lot of papers to take out of inventory, ma'am. Look at that. Okay. So yesterday the idea was to do another like Christmassy project, to do the pink and ivory harlequins all the way around the box on the edges, and then I was gonna do like Santa on the top and make him pink with the timeless ties, like bows all the way around. And then I was like, wait a minute, Christmas is gonna be here before you know it, and then I'm gonna start doing a million Christmas projects, and I'm gonna get sick of Christmas, and I don't. So hold on, let's reevaluate, because I really haven't used many of these because it's been over on the ship station table or staging table. I don't know what to call it. It's a table that has all the doggone new releases, and it's banana daiquiris over there. So I don't know. There might be something in here that I might want to change to, because then I was thinking I wanted to put like texture on it. Like I'm thinking I want to put like my cheesecloth on here and make it like real ruffled and gruffled, and not on the top, but on like the sides, and make it very textury. See, like I haven't even used this yet, y'all. What if we did this and then did like one of the snow globy things on top of it, but instead of being like a Christmas snow globy thing, it'll be like a Halloween snow globy thing. Snow globy thing. Hi, Sandy Kling. Hi, Patricia. It's been 3 months, but I guess I just think like your hips. I'm like, golly, like, I don't know. I'm thinking hips that's like kind of major. But you know what I mean? Like, and then put this on the top, and we actually probably wouldn't even need, we would just do this in like, we'll use the IV. Now I'm thinking about IV fluids, UV resin to make it clear, and that could actually be like the light behind it. I think we do that. And then on the box, we do all, see, we just went from pink and frilly to Okay, I can't, these can't get messed up though, because these haven't even been put in the sleeve or anything yet. La da la la la. Hold on before Sue has a nervous breakdown. Hold on. Oh God, I sure do hope I remember those are up there and I don't go pulling one of the big pages and then all of a sudden, um, all of those papers go flying on my head. Laurel, I need to get another belt buckle for you from you that has gold, because my pants are falling, and I was like, can I use my silver belt buckle? I don't think so. It wouldn't look nice. Oh, I do know. I want my. You don't have to go anywhere, Mama. Don't go anywhere. So I'm gonna get my. You guys know I love my. Oh, she does have to move. I'm sorry. Grandma just needs you to move for just a minute. Just a minute. Okay, now you can go back. Oh, man. I didn't want you to move by my feeties. Hi, Chihuahua. Okay. So, you can use tissue paper if you want to. You can use whatever you want for texture. I don't want to use tissue paper. I want a lot of crinkly, this kind of texture. So we're going to use the Pink Art fabric hardener, dunk that in there, plaster that all below the line to make it look like a cloth. I want it like that, but it won't be able to get so thick. But we need a little something to dip this in. Hold, please. You can even use lace. Oh, yeah, you can use anything. Inventory. I'm surprised she hasn't sent me a big message yet that's taken over my screen. Hold on, y'all. I'm going to get like one of those old takeout bowl thingies. I use these all the time. Hold on. I keep these for crafting and stuff like that. You know, when you like have like takeout and they send you these, because it's perfect for.
So, but I am going to put gloves on because I'm not sticking my. What was that? What was that? Oh gosh, things are already falling. I haven't even started yet because I don't want to stick my hands in the hardener and get it all messed up. Okay. So we're going to use hardener. We're going to use this, and then we're going to make this all. Oh, I'm excited. I haven't gotten to use this one yet. So if you don't know, this one's the Always and Forever paper. Now usually I will open this up and thin this out, but I kind of want it thick because I want it to look like almost like the Temptress her drape. I want it to look like that. So we're going to kind of put it on a little thicker than we normally would. We'll stay below the line though. I knew I put that line on there for something yesterday. So that is the what you call it, the friction pin. So that way I can just heat it up and it'll go away. So again, usually whenever I do this, I open up the cheesecloth, right? And I make it a lot thinner. But I want it a little bit thicker. Obviously, when we wet it, it's going to thin down anyways. Uh-oh. Sound got muffled. Hi, Veronica. Hi, Lori. My sound is muffled. I didn't even do anything. I just got up and walked away.
Okay, is the sound still funny? You banged it when you were digging for stuff. Huh? What was I digging for? digging for? Oh, when I went over there to get the gloves? Now it's better. All I did was take the echo cancellation off, which is very bizarre because it's been on. I don't know why it does that. It's really weird. Okay. And then I think what we'll do is grab some of the 3D balls as well. Oh, I think we're going to make this one a little bit, not like, a little more gothic-y. Maybe even bring some like cogs and gears and steampunk into the mix. We haven't done steampunk in a while. It's good now? Weird. Hi, Shonda. Isn't that weird? I didn't do anything. Like, she said I banged, but I wasn't even near the laptop. The laptop is on a riser, and it's up in the corner, so I don't know. Who knows what happens anymore. Okay. So I put some fabric hardener in there, but I am going to spray it with some water. Oh, I wonder if we should get some brocante powder. Hold, please. The brocante powder will give us some texture. I'm telling you guys, I can't see all that well, but I can hear real good. Troy James, que pasta sauce. We shall see. We shall see. We shall see. Did you see the texture in Teresa's new portrait? Beautiful. No, I didn't. I did not yet, anyways. Y'all, I don't get to go on and look at posts and stuff like that very much. And then I don't get notifications when anybody posts. So I have to be real intentional when I get on. Like, I have to go to people's pages to see what they're doing. I have to go to my group to see what's been posted. I have to go to my page to see if anybody's commented. I have to be very intentional because, yeah, I don't get notified. It's kind of dumb. All right, so I put a little bit of water in there. You can see it's not mixing because the fabric medium is a little bit thicker, which is not a big deal. I'm just going to... You know, Troy doesn't like where things are placed on my desk sometimes, so he moves it. I notice my glass jar is all the way over there now. I probably don't want to put it on there because... All right, so I'm just going to see how much of a mess I'm going to make today with my black jeans on. See, it's going to be a lot thicker, and I'm not opening it up, and I want it like that. But again, you could use it any way you want. You could open it up if you wanted to. Oh yeah, I'm gonna like that. Okay. Hold please. Oh, you're not very prepared, are you, Terry? Nope, your shoe aren't. You sure are not. Today's trash day, right? Is today Thursday? Today's trash day. You gotta remember to take out the trash. Ever since I forgot that one time, I'm very panicked now about forgetting all the time. Okay, hold please. I need to stand up. Oh, I'm gonna put plaster in my hair and hi Gil. It's fabric hardener. I love the relationship you have with your son, Troy. How is he, if you don't mind me asking? I don't mind you asking. He's going to be 25 on Veterans Day. Okay, so for just a minute, I'm going to go below the line because if you wet that friction pin, you're not going to get it off. So, but he's going to be 25 on, he was born in 2000. So he's going to be 25 on Veterans Day. So 11/11. And then Trevor will be 24 on December 1st. Can y'all believe that nonsense? All right, so I stretched it up so that I kind of know where that line is or where I need to be, because if we're putting rice paper on, it wouldn't matter. We could go all the way up here to the top, but because it's going to be a little bit thicker, we don't. See, I like that. You see what's happening right there? I like that. I'm almost not going to be mad at it if it kind of hangs over, but yeah, my choi is on 11/11. All right, let's turn this a little bit. I probably should get my scrappy cradle. It's a little bit longer. I'm just going to have to come to terms that you're going to get stuff dirty, Terry. It's just going to happen. It's just going to happen. Hi, Chris. Hi, Melissa Joins. I'm going to get this in my hair. I'm going to get this in my hair. Did I wet it or something? Or is it just not hot? Oh, it's not hot. Hold please. Oh, sorry, I didn't wet it. Hi, my Monica. How are you? How's Papa Bling? All right. I want it to look like her head dressing drape. So we'll get it on and then we'll kind of. Whoa. 11/12. Yeah, Choi was 11/11/2000. And then once I get it down all the way, I will put the lid on before I start trying to mess with getting it dry. So I'm actually, let's just do this. Let's get it on first, and then I will, get it on first, and then I will drape it the way I want it to drape. Something's underneath here that keeps making this slip down. That's really weird. Okay. So okay. Am I gonna need more or no? Probably not. I'll just cut it right there. All right. Now let's do this. I miss you too. You know what? Yesterday, my the black butterfly ring, the one that you don't have any more of. I wore it yesterday and I was like, "No!" It's on its very last leg. I think the elastic is ready to go. I was like, "No. No. You can't leave me." So I'm just taking the hardener and I'm putting it back on where I didn't dunk it as much. And then I'm going to go through and fix the way it's draped because I don't want it to be smooth. I want all the areas to be like that. And then I will actually pull it down in some areas and I might have to cut it or I might just kind of leave it underneath here. I don't know yet, but I do want it to be like that. So might just have to. Really? Well, if it makes you feel any better, I'm only 4 years older than your son. I was born in 74. See, that. I want that. I'm not going to care about what's coming over the bottoms right now. I'm just more focused on how it looks here. This is definitely going to have to come down because it's going to be too bunchy where it started there. And then we need to... You were a sophomore in high school when I was born? I graduated in 92. Right? Yeah, 1992 is when I graduated. Okay, I don't know how this got short over here, but whatever. Actually, I'm just gonna not pull it like that. We'll just add some more right there. Okay. We'll put the lid on again in a minute after I get all of this fixed. I'm just going to take this off here. Let's make that. Oh, that's why I didn't. I was going to say, how did I cut it short? I don't cut things short. I make things longer. There we go. Somehow it flipped that way. Okay, but I don't want it smooth. There we go. And when it dries and we get the paints and everything on, then we'll be able to really see why the texture is so important. Or why I wanted it anyway. So it kind of We see all the draping that's happening. Again, I'm not worried about all of this right now. I just want to get it all in place first. And then I will, and no, you don't have to mix it with water. It's just you guys see it's a little bit thicker. That's the only reason why I'm doing it. Just mixing it with the water. But you can just go straight in with it. He graduated in 92, really? Yep. I had a 2-year-old and a 5-year-old in 92. Yep. Okay. Now, really quickly, I'm going to put the lid on just to make sure that it's okay. It should be fine. There you go. Perfect. All right. Let's pick that back up really quickly because we made that line. Again, we'll deal with this in a minute. I almost am not, like I said, I know it's going to be weird for it to be sat down, though, so let's see. It's actually not. I would rather not cut it because it's going to leave a blunt edge down here, and I don't know, it might look strange. So I'm just going to flatten it down a little bit. So that way, if it does, when it is sitting, it's not like, you know, wobbly, wobbly. And yes, I see that. I'll take it off. Oh, yeah. Can you guys see that? I can dig it. This, you need to do something with yourself. Okay. One way is deeper than the other. All right, let me wipe my hands really quickly because I don't know. I don't think I want to use the comb powder. Hold on. I'll leave that open for a minute. Hold on. Hold, please. I'm just right here. I'm looking for my acrylic, not acrylic, my 3D balls. 1 second. Now, do I want this size though? That's a medium. Medium. Hold, please. That's the medium. These are the minis. And all of this is just for a little bit more texture. And then I will still use the... Oh, thank you, Stephanie. I know. This is cheesecloth. I'm sorry, Tina. I thought I answered you. My bad. I probably answered you in my head. So, do you guys see? It's just going to add a little bit more texture. And so, and all this is so when we're painting it, right? and we do all of our highlights, and we do all of our, depth and dimension. It's just all extra stuff for it to pick up on. I don't think I will use the large or the medium one just because they're going to be popping up off of here. So right now at this stage, I'm not going to use them, but we might stick some of those in if we put some gears. You want me to use red? Well, you're all right, because that's going to match with what I'm doing today, sir. I appreciate the assist. Good looking out, kid. You don't have shoes on. You try to step on her without shoes, she's going to get your toe-toes. You're used to messing with her when you have your shoes on. She's like, Feeties, I can get you now. Hi, Connie, how are you? Hello, my Shelly Belly. The A4 is your smallest size. So where's 2? Usually 0 would be small, right? 0 is your largest size. So 0 is your furniture size. Okay? A4 is your regular paper size. So A4 is what I was showing you, the paper that I'm using. A3 is a little bit bigger. A2 is a little bit bigger. And then A1 is like, the big papers that I show you guys from like Redesign, like the one with the big blue bird and whatnot. That's an A1. So just remember, the smaller the number, the bigger the paper. So if you want a regular size rice paper, it's going to be the largest number. By that I mean the A4. Look at all of that. Okay, let me hold it out of the light. Can you see all of that now? So this is when you're going to want to get your flea and tick comb, right? Don't freak out about it being in your brush, but you're going to want to get your flea and tick comb and wiggle that down and get all that goopies out. Again, I don't have segregated brushes that these are for, glue, or this is for solvent, or this is for, all my brushes get all washed together. They are all treated equally. I cracked myself up. Okay, y'all know my OCD will not allow me to leave my stuff like this, so you gotta hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. I gotta clean my stuff because I'm over here stressing off of it. No, I have fabric partner on my Tim Holtz scissors. No. No. You're gonna get a little whooshy whoosh. And you're gonna get a little whooshy whoosh. Actually, you don't matter because you're just gonna get all jacked up again the next time I use you. So that's what I was using on the cheesecloth. It's fabric hardener. All right, and then my gun. Like, obviously, paint and stuff, I don't mind about, but the sticky, because that's sticky, and I don't want my stuff to be sticky. Sticky, iggy, iggy. Sticky, iggy. All right. What is on here that keeps making this flop on my foot? Do you mind? doing something here. Okay. And then this can just be tossed in the garbage. There we go. Oh, well, we can't really toss it in the garbage because Onyx is here. And, well, I don't know. Okay, so now we'll put this Mama Jamma by the fan. Oh, we didn't clean you. We'll put this Mama Jamma over here by the fan. And then we'll start working on that. I gotta remember to keep rotating this box. Oh no. Hold please. Oh, now I just got my whole desk and everything else sticky. Sticky, icky, icky. The minis, but I don't think they have minis I don't have minis in my store. You know what I need to bring in is the fine, but the brocante powder would have done it too. I just was gonna use the medium balls, and then I forgot I even had that open. I could have used that as well. Durr. Okay, so until we meet again to the bottom part of the box. Now let's get this hot. So yesterday we already painted it white. So let's get the, how, how is this already almost empty? Didn't I just fill that up with you guys the other day? Really? I don't feel like I used that much that fast. Interesting. All right, then. Okay, so always and forever. And I want that in the middle. Is it going to be able to be in the middle? Is the question. Maybe we'll do the 4 in the middle. Yeah, we'll get it kind of like that. And maybe then that'll go around the globe if we do the globe on there. Okay, okay. Oh, did you guys see the other color that I brought? Look! Aren't they pretty? All of the PokeTool restocks will be coming with this box that I've been talking to Brioni about. All the PokeTools will be coming. Any PokeTool color that I'm out of will be coming in this box, which should be here. If she mailed it out on Monday, it may even be here today with today's mail, but I would assume no later than this Saturday. Unless it's going to take the scenic route, but we won't even say that because that will give Nicole a heart attack. So, it'll be here Saturday by no later than Saturday. Sorry, Nicole. She's probably, if she watches this, she's going to be mad at me. I feel my ears are ringing. Somebody's talking about me again. Okay, that's about as good as it's gonna get. I know, aren't the pink ones? And they're nice and soft. They're very soft. She first put the hardener, huh? Thank you. I won't bother you again onto the project. Oh, you're not bothering me. You're not bothering me. Did I act like you were bothering me? If I did, I didn't mean to. Hey, why are you acting like you're shrinkled? What's the dealio? Because it's a little bit. Hold, please. Ay, Chihuahua Choi Choi. Don't you come over here in your birthday suit, boy. Hold, please. Don't. Stop. In the name of love. Stop. Seriously. Holy guacamole. Okay. So, you know what he says, right? Mom, if you're not going to come to me, I'm going to come to you. Do you know you are very persistent? Did you know that? Did you know that? We should have called you Troy, Persistent James Lightsey. Say, Mom, I will not be ignored. You will dress me. And I will be looking fly for the day. Huh? Say, the next time you try to ignore me, I'm going to do a birthday flash. Huh? Okay. Shirt. Shirt. Give me a shirt. Ah! I'm still right here. Charger just trying to show everybody his big muscles. Huh? Your big, strong muscles. Huh? I know. I know. Why? I know. Hold on a minute, son. I don't know if you recognize or not, but I am crafting. I mean, it's no big deal. We're just live. No big deal. No big deal. Whew. Okay. I know. Real life is right. Hi, Valerie. Shelly Belly. Woo! Where's Ashley? I'm surprised Ashley's not. She must have a customer. Could you put the riding hood lady in the globe? Yes. That would be super cool. The one that has she's holding an apple or something, right? Okay, I'm just heating it up, y'all, because it's making my paper shrinkly. There you go. It's making my paper shrinkly because it's concave a bit. So I'm just heating it up and pushing it out a little. Y'all are gonna have to separate. Making too much doggone noise together. I can already tell you what he's doing. Now he's gonna go upstairs and he's gonna grab his shoes, his tennis shoes. And his belt, because he wasn't able to carry all of that down the stairs, right? Because you all know Troy's got to hold on to something when he's coming down the stairs. So he already came down with an armful of clothes. He brought his socks, his undershirt, his shirt, and his jeans. Now will be the second trip probably for the belt and the shoes. So I'm sorry. I try to tell you, if you come here for peace and tranquility and orderly stuff, ooh boy, I am going to get on your last nerve because that does not happen here. Told you, here comes the belt. Apay, awanin your sapatos? You're going to go back again for your shoes? Hmm? So you are a Terry Ann. I am a... I said that! Come. I said! Weren't we talking about that the other day? That if you're a girl and you're Filipino, at least back in the day, yeah, when my cousin came on and said that she was pregnant, and I was saying, please don't give her the middle name Ann. Give me some. So we changed it to a 320. I know, son. We changed it to a 320. You guys already know. Be careful when you are doing a black or a dark background that you really are not keeping it at that 90-degree angle, because you will scratch. You will scratch the paper and the ink, if you will. Troy, patience, my son. I will. I know, but I can't tell the Amazon man to come any faster. Where's the one that Mama got you yesterday? Huh? So make sure you keep it. Usually you'll see I usually come down like this, and that's just kind of out of habit out at the angle. But you really want to pay attention whenever you're doing anything with a dark background on rice paper, that you're not hooking. Don't hook over your edge at all, because you will drag on the paper, and even the 320 is enough to scratch your paper and scratch off that ink. I have done it many times because out of habit I just come down like that. So you almost have to tell yourself each time to hold it perpendicular. Look at me and my big words. Patricia Ann. Why? Yeah, because Shelly. Yeah, I was just going to say Shelly must have called me Terry Ann, right? Yep. A day in the life of a crafty mom. No, I'm at home. I'm listening, but I forgot to send out my weekly. Oh, I gotcha. I halafala. Ashley is actually, like the way I did that, is gonna be on in a couple of weeks again on Decoupage Queen. I wonder if Ashley actually realizes that. I'm sure she does, because she keeps a calendar. I was going to say something, but let me do this. All right. I got a scrap for you, Ash. Please tell me, do you really want that too? Good Coogly Moogly. Okay, look at how nice. That's gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. All right, let's put the top one on. Right after my birthday. Is it after my birthday or before my birthday? I don't know. After, right? Yeah, because we have somebody, and then Justin, and then you. All right, we got to get all those fuzzy wuzzies. Fuzzy wuzzies. Fuzzy wuzzy. Okie dokie, artichoke. That one is done and dusted. Let's see how our little guy's doing over here. Oh, yeah, he's drying nicely. Okay, so now let's dry this. Hi, Miss Connie. Hello, Miss Edie. Whoa, we're going to have about an avalanche here in a minute. In a minute. All right, let's get those over there. That's right. Now I remember. Takes me a minute. Some people forget about me. Okay. So now, here's the thing. Man, I wish we had, hold on a minute. Oh, it's only one. I was going to paint that gold and then put the water, but I don't, that's not going to be enough. But there's little bitties. Is it going to be enough? Hold on. Hi, Trees. Hi, Anya. I'll get back to you on that one, Cheryl. I'm not sure just yet. And I'm being serious. All right. How are you, my Anya? Are you getting ready for bed? All right, so that will fit there and there. We need a whole nother one. And those little two itty bitties are not going to be enough. Okay, so hold, please. Hold on. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. You telling me, I was going to say, are you telling me I don't have one of these Mama Jammas loose? Okay, you're not going to work, my friend, so you got to go back. You got to go back. Got to clean you off the desk, please. Okay, what are you? Are you? Yeah, you're just one. Are you too big? You are too big. Oh, you're too big. Pooper scoopers. All right. Well, I wasn't going to ask y'all, but now I guess I'll ask y'all. What color? I mean, I guess we got to do it black, right? But, we got to get something on there. Friday is your day off. Oh, party! It's time for Anya to party. She doesn't have to go to bed early. Wait, texture? No. No, no. We're going to paint it black. And then we're going to put crackle. We're going to fine line crackle that. That's what we're going to do. By golly, George, I think I finally got it. So we're going to paint this black. And then we're going to fine line crackle it. And we're going to put gold in the crackalackins. Yes, that's what we're going to do. Because I said so. Remove paper from inventory and put the other paper back in the other room. That was my message from Sue that just came across my screen. FYI. You guys think I'm playing when I said she yells at me. She don't mess around. What is that pretty paper? It's Decoupage Queen's paper. It's Always and Forever from the last, the last release, the fall release that we just had. Oh, Anya! You would probably like the other one like this, too. Trees, did you go see Mom? Were you reading to Mom? Libra babies. Oh my gosh, and we're doing red velvet powder inside. I am so serious. We are doing red velvet powder inside of this box. I already made up my mind. When I did red in the Santa box, I think Shelly Belly got that box. Because I barely just auctioned it the last auction. That was so beautiful inside. Oh my stars. It was gorgeous inside. That red velvet powder is... It was hairdo day and I read to her. Aww. Woo, boy. So you guys, I didn't say anything, but yesterday, okay, so I went to the doctor on Tuesday, right? And I didn't go get my pills filled until yesterday. So I was running pretty lean the last few, I would say since last week. Not like what happened when I was really sick for that month and a half, but still lean. So now I got my medicine, and now I have a major headache because I was in so much pain the last few days. And then when I had finally take a full dose of my medicine, now I have a headache. I have a very bad headache. I might have to get some ibuprofen. Look at how nice that looks. Oh. We went from pink and ivory to black and gold and red. Yeah, the side effects stink. If you know me well enough, you know when I'm not right. And yeah. So I might have to grab some ibuprofen after we put step 1 on. Whew. Okay. Ooh! Is it a new bottles at the fine line? I'm so excited. And it was in my inventory. Don't yell at me. Because if it was already in my closet, I didn't go into the inventory, which is over there. Oh, no. It is over there. But this side is my... Look at... Why am... She already yelled at me about the paper, y'all. The secret garden now. Okay. So... What you said, Troy? What you said? What you in? Huh? Okay, I don't want a fine line crackle up here. I simply just want to fine line crackle around the ridge. Oh, we'll deal with the bottom of the box later. So you want a clean, dry brush off. Not one that you have freshly washed, because you don't know if you have any type of water in your ferrule. And not only does fine line crackle not like water-based products, but you don't want to have a freshly washed brush and that water keep depositing into your fine line crackle. It will eventually alter and mess up your crackle, and that goes for step 1 and 2. So you want to make sure that brush is completely dry and very, very clean. You don't want a freshly washed brush. I wouldn't even take the chance of using the brush that you washed like last night. I'm sure we all have a few dozen brushes in our arsenal. Just make sure it's a brush that is been nice and dry and sitting there for a minute. You don't want to keep introducing water into your jar, and you might not even realize or think that you are. Not gold wax. I think I'm going to use metal pigment, the gold metal pigment. Ooh, my head is thumping now. It doesn't help that I have all these lights in my face. So step 1 always goes on that milky white color, and once it is dry, you're ready for step 2. As always, Pentart recommends that you let the steps dry naturally. So, doing step 1, walking away, letting it dry, and then coming back and doing step 2. I personally prefer it to dry naturally. I think it looks, I don't know, there's just something about the cracks that I like a lot more, and I already love fine line. But on a live, we don't have that luxury. So if you're going to accelerate the drying process, you can do so, but just make sure you are keeping your heat gun moving, because you can burn fine line. So, yeah. So hold on 1 second, y'all. Let me get some ibuprofen. It's just right here. I And now I feel like I have the worst. I do that all the time, but a lot of it, the stuff was always around me before, and now I have things that are all like around me by like right here. The old house, it was all right there, and now it's kind of all spread out around me. I keep rotating the bottom of the box over here. So I pulled out the antique gold, which for some reason I have a million. And then the regular gold, we're probably gonna go with the regular gold. So again, if you're gonna accelerate the drying process, just make sure you keep that heat gun moving. Don't leave it like this, because it will burn, and you're not going to be able to do anything once it does burn. So it's exciting. I don't have to like hurry up and get out of here when I'm done to go pick up Trevor. That's different. I'll actually be able to like pack the orders and actually kind of have a normal evening. That'll be weird. What are you guys having for dinner? Or, yeah, I was going to say, or what have you had for dinner? But what are you guys having for dinner? Hi, good looking. What you got cooking? You again? Oh. Ooh. Homemade macaroni. I know. Deer soup or stew? I never have had deer. Homemade supreme pizza soup. Oh. Oh. Whose recipe is that? I've never had that. Bambi. Uh-oh, Sandy Clean put the word in. Salmon patties and vegetables. Oh, that sounds good too. Salmon. Salmon. All right. Now, I always say, be better than me. Don't do what I do. Make sure that you dry your crackle all the way, meaning make sure it's gone totally clear all the way before you put on step 2. is this something that you guys buy from like someone out there that has like, went hunting or whatever, or however you get it, or is it something that Sam does? Does he go out and do it? Get it? My own hamburger, sausage, and turkey, pepperoni, ham, and lots of veggies and tomato paste. Oh, gosh. Okay, gotcha. That's cool. So then you have a big old freezer, and then you don't have to keep buying meat. That's nice. I just did a draft of my shopping order, Terry. It's long. From my store? That's okay. I don't consider anything long anymore. Ever since I got a 36-page order, I was like, I couldn't even staple that mamma jamma together. But it was actually really fun pulling the order. But yeah, when it said send this to printer and it said 36 pages, I was like, say what? Say how many? Is it on duplicates? And I went and showed Nick. I was like, look at this order. We have been blessed, that's for sure. It's always stressful, trying new things, obviously. And I thought it would be fun to have the store, because a lot of the stuff that I use, I could make sure that I had it for folks who like to use the stuff that I use. But I didn't really have like huge expectations as far as like people coming back and having regulars. And I would say most of the folks that shop with us are regulars. We get new ones as well, but like most of you guys come back a lot, which we are very thankful and blessed. Oh, I love broccoli and cheese soup. Oh, love. Excuse me, ma'am, that was yours. That was yours. Yours was 36 pages. Oh my gosh. She said I thought mine was big. I wasn't going to say it. It was big. It was humongous. Oh. She said, oh. I felt so important when me and Choi Choi was pulling that order. We had our keyboard, our clipboard, our paper, our little our rolling cart. I have another rolling cart. The blue one is Choi Choi's, but I haven't the one that I now have all of our molds are on, but that didn't have anything in it. And I was like, how are we gonna hold all of this stuff, Choi Choi? So we took the rolling cart and we filled up all 4 shelves in that thing twice. But we were like rolling it around and he was rolling it around and we were putting stuff in it. It was fun. It was really fun. We quite enjoyed it. But then I was nervous because I was like, we can't, nothing can fall. We don't want to miss anything. So I'm just, whenever you are using heat, especially if you're using it on like glass and metal, take the heat off for a minute and then go back at it again. I used to hunt with my husband. I even went when I was 7 months pregnant. Oh, that's cool. But, if that's like your hobby or what you do, yes, just because you're pregnant. I was still racing when I was pregnant with Troy and working on the cars. Ah, when Nick went to Texas last year, was it already? Last year was last year when he went to Texas last November. They went hunting, and they sent me pictures of the one that they caught. I don't know how many his uncle actually, how much, but his uncle is the same thing like what Ash is talking about. They have a freezer and they have all the meat for the whole season. All right, so we're just going to. I'm actually going to hold it this way because gravity, obviously, because I'm holding it, it all wants to travel to the end here, right, the bottom. So I'm going to hold it back up this way now and dry it this way. And I don't know if you guys can start to see, but there's crackle-lackins happening. I can't wait to put the gold on here. Dressing a deer? I told Sue because Sue thought it was funny. She was like, oh my gosh, that's what you're scared of. I was like, no, when I grew up, we had a slaughterhouse. So my uncle had a farm and they, the cows and the pigs and the goats, and I would help. My brothers were the ones who wouldn't come near it. They were frightened to be over there. Now I think about it though, and I'm like, I don't want to be anywhere. I was never where it actually happened because I think I was young enough that I don't know, but I don't know. I mean, it's the. I don't know if you guys can see the cracks. Oh yeah, you guys can see them kind of. There you go. Alright, so I'm going to let that off for a little while, and then let's come over here and see. I don't know why it keeps slipping. The fan's doing pretty good, pretty good. We have that side over there. Just remember, at this point, no water products are to be introduced to this crackle, so you don't want to use any baby wipes, anything like that. They're still a little wet down at the ridge here from when I was drying it the other way. That's kind of what I'm focusing on because I don't want it to be like just dry surface level, but then it's like real wet underneath. All right. So let's get some of, like I said, I don't know why that keeps sliding down. There's something under there. So I'm just going to go with the gold metal pigment. Yeah, we're just going to go straight gold. Let me open this and see. I'm pretty sure I don't want. Now Troy's calling me. Look. Tata, why are you calling me? He's so silly. I hope he's not using his phone app. All right, we're actually gonna mix the two. So, I think it's pretty obvious, but just in case, you obviously do not go in. Need to wet the pigment, right? Mm-hmm. I know you're calling me. Why? Porque why? Porque why? Why are you calling me? All right, let's get a clean little, and then let's wipe that back. And and if there is a spot where maybe you have, like the gold has stuck. Look at that. Like the gold has stuck and you don't, I use 99% also alcohol, isopropyl alcohol to clean my solvent or any oil-based brushes. I know. So every once in a while, you will find whenever you use pigments, and especially when you're using it like on a dark background, you will see the pigment powder will stick to your, it'll stick. You'll see what I mean. It'll probably do it. If you don't like that, you can get the solvent, which I actually do have this in the store, y'all, but here's the thing, is I haven't listed any of them because I don't know how it was shipped. And this was like some time ago. This was months and months and months and months and months ago, okay? The way that they shipped it, they didn't put any protection in there. And if you can tell, solvent is liquid. So one of them leaked. And so all of the packaging is combobbled like that. So, if you are looking for solvent and you don't care that the packaging is like that, I'll give it to you. Yes, I said give, because I can't sell them with the packaging like that. So it almost always will stick somewhere, and then someone will freak out. And if you don't have the solvent, you can also use a clear wax, but make sure it's not a water-based wax. So don't use bear wax or anything that, like I said, is water-based, because then you'll just ruin it. But I think I have probably like 6 of those solvents that they can't be sold because they're jacked up. The packaging is a wreck. Oh, okay, Laurel. I will, Sue, in that same message that you just yelled at me about taking this paper out, can you, yell at me again and tell me to send one to Laurel? It's like I said, it's actually wrapped, Laurel. There's a plastic around it, if you can see. But yeah, I can't sell it like that. Banana daiquiris. Some people are banana daiquiris. Oh, now you bought your zapatos here? You take a long time to bring your shoesies for your feeties, sir. Hi, Natalie. Okay. Hey, pasta sauce. So I don't know if you guys noticed, but I've been just mixing them both. I'm not gonna tell too much, but you cannot tell me that fine line is just not the bestest ever. Do you love me? Do you love me? Oh, so only if I get you a phone case, huh? I see how it is. I see how it is. Hi, Terry. Did I miss saying hello to you? Okay. And if you ever were to put some pants or shoes on for Troy, you must know the right leg, right arm first. So if you're left-handed like I am, and you try to do the left side, not gold pigment, you know it's not gold pigment. It's solvent. I'm not giving away gold pigment. I'm giving away the solvent. Not gold pigment. If you guys think it's pigment, I'm sorry. I'm saying the solvent to get off the gold pigment. That's why I'm talking about it being liquid. So, yeah. Want the solvent where the packaging is ruined. And I like I said, I think I have like 6 of them. Hold on. I don't even know where I put it. I put it back here somewhere. I don't know where it is. See, they're ruined. So, look it. See the box? I don't even understand it. Oh God, it stinks in there too. Okay, son, I get it. Okay, bye, Sandy. Okay, Laurel. Sue said something pigment, and I was like, oh, wait a minute now. I'm not giving pigments away. Those are fine. Okay. Oh my stars. So now I won't seal this until tomorrow because all of this down here at the bottom that does not have any cracks, that will all crack. And then we'll go back through with the solvent. We'll go back through with the metal pigment and put the metal pigment in there. I never ever, unless I'm on a live and need to, I never ever seal it that same day. I usually to be honest, I wait a couple of days and then I seal it. Okay, perfect. I think they're all gone. You must have another one over there. No. Okay, I think they're all gone now, so because that one's mine. I don't know. So as long as I'll go in the order that I see them here, and then as long as I have them, I will send it. All right. Let's paint. Let's start painting this Mama Jamma black. Don't know why I didn't stick that in the water. I stick everything in the water. And then, oi. Then we will be able to I'm excited with all of this texture to be able to put all of the waxes and stuff on here. So because the try not to shake it so much like that, but I can't help it. Because the mini stones are on there, I don't want to swipe back and forth. Up here, it's not a big deal. But down here, I don't want to swipe too much because I don't want to, flick them off. I can't wait to put the red velvet powder inside. Oh my goodness, with all of this on the outside. Then it's going to have like that texture on the inside too, the velvet texture. Oh, it's going to be beautiful. whenever you do use that solvent, those of you who wanted that, make sure that you open a window. I will tell you that solvent it's actually, in my opinion, it might not be for you, but in my opinion, it's actually stronger than the solvent clear varnish, the glossy varnish, or the matte. So, again, if you are sensitive to smells, if you get migraines, you're going to want to wear a respirator, um, for sure. But also make sure you're in a well ventilated area, have a window open. Don't have like your fur babies, or, you know, especially if you have like cats or something, don't have them up by it. And I know that's common sense, but honestly, when you're working and you're doing things, you don't really think about it too much, right? Like if your fur babies are right around you or whatever. But just keep in mind, because that is, as soon as I open the box, and that box has been like that since probably early this year, January. I'm gonna look on there and see if there's a date. Probably like January, because it came from Atlanta. Um, yeah, it's potent. And please, of all things, don't spill it, because you see what it did to the doggone bottle, the inks and stuff on the bottle. I'm gonna paint the inside red, which I wouldn't usually care. I'm just going to kind of wipe the drippy down. So I want the edge of it painted, but where it's dripping. Yeah. Does he get into everything? That's onyx. That's why, like, whenever I'm changing my little blades or whatever here, I will wrap them in a baby wipe and I'll set them up here, and then I'll throw it away in the big trash. Cause like she likes to grab out the little Q-tips or whatever. And I remember when she was a puppy, and I don't know if you guys remember when I was in the other house, all of my stuff was right here, and then it was on like a rolly cart. Well, at the very bottom of the rolly cart were all of my backup products. So all of my paint backups, and I think it was just the paint backups. So all the whole big shelf, all the way at the bottom, I had to stand up like these self-healing mats and make a wall in front of it, because she got the sparkling blue and she actually bit into it. And I didn't realize that she was taking stuff off of the cart, because also what she used to be able to do is she would go underneath my desk, and where the leaf is on this side, it used to back up to the couch. So it ended up being like a little cubby hole back there, and we couldn't get to her. And she would go over there, and she was stockpiling products back there. Thankfully, she didn't like break into them, and they weren't, spilling out into her mouth, or better yet, all over the rug. Because I was in the common area, I was in the living room. But yeah, it was something. Don't spill, don't sniff, don't drink. You got it, baby. Don't spill it, though. Oh, my goodness. You'll be one hurting machine. Everything around you will. It'll be like that pin, the friction pin. The ink will just start going. It'll go away. You're packing your bags and leaving again, are ya? I'm gonna dry this so I can hold it and then um, have it upside down so I can get some more of the white underneath, like the little ruffles and whatnot. Yeah, I was always nervous about putting um, like the blades and stuff in the trash because she'd go, hey, 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 you cannot just throw my things on the ground. You cannot just throw my things on the ground. Jiminy Christmas, mister. Hey, Troy, that's how you be treating my desk, too. You just throw things everywhere. Throw it. Just throw it. I want to use this as my laptop table. What else are you throwing? Coogly moogly, kid. No, I gave you a keyboard yesterday. Bought one for you, sir. Thank you kindly. Hey! Hey! Oh, he's destroying things now. Moving things all around. Don't unplug me. No respect. No respect. You got a baby? And I'm sure we're going to see white. That's just usually how it goes. But we'll be putting in a lot of other colors that will just embrace the white that we may see. It's gonna look so good when we put the golden stuff on there. Oh, heck yes. Yeah, because it's like cheesecloth. Heck, in a pinch, I think I probably even use cheesecloth as a bandage. I feel like I've done that for Nick for some reason. I feel like I have. I don't know what for. That's nice that he likes watching movies, though. Where's the keyboard Mama bought you yesterday? Don't give me that devilish smile. You want mine, right? Oh, my banana daiquiris. That's why I bought you a keyboard. You are a silly goose. Here, Troy. Ay, caramba. Okay. So, Troy, be easy, son. That's why you can't jam the plugs in like that, buddy. You're gonna bend the prongs in the USB. Troy, I don't know. Here. All right. Sorry. He was in there giggling. Isn't that the best when they're cracking up to themselves? That's what Troy does when he watches the videos. He's just cracking up. And I get a kick out of that when he's in there cracking up, especially when he laughs hard. Look, guys. Okay, so obviously, like I said, we can see a bunch of the white. I don't really know. I mean, I guess I could sit here and let you guys go and just sit here and mess with it. But here's the thing is I don't want to shuffle it like that in there, because if I do that, it's going to disrupt the stones. So I will use the paint to kind of to help with the adhesive of the stones, because we put it on there with the fabric hardener, but I can guarantee you that cheesecloth is not dry all the way. So if I start ruffling back and forth with my brush to get into where all the white is, I'm gonna move the stones. So, thank you. So tomorrow, what we'll do is, oh, here he comes. Here he comes. Here he comes. Let me help you. Tomorrow, what we'll do. See, look it. You just. He's gonna. Oh my God. Is we will do all the outside. We'll paint the outside the gold, because I want to kind of dry brush it with the gold, so that it'll match the top up there. So we're gonna dry brush it with the metal pigment, and then we're gonna go through on some of it that has the extra texture. Oh, you guys can really see the extra texture in this camera. So where there's extra texture, I'm gonna go in with Finnabare's, one of Finn's gold, red waxes, and then we're just going to lightly hit where the mini stones are with the red. So that way there's just little bits. We're not going to do it all over, just little bits here and there of the red. And then inside we will paint it red and do all of the red velvet powder. Since I don't have to go anywhere tonight, I will go ahead and put the epoxy in the snow globe mold now, so that way it will be ready for us tomorrow, and then we will do the little trick to make it all nice and shiny and reflective in there tomorrow. So I will pour the epoxy in that tonight, because that's got to set overnight. But because it's not like a tray or something that I'm sending off to somebody, I'm okay with using it tomorrow. If I were putting this in a tray or something, the epoxy, I would want it to sit for at least 48 hours before I did anything with it. But since I'm using it, I will pour it now. Gray Duck Crafts and Creations. Happy Thursday. I can't see your picture. Who is that? Thank you. I know, he's always got that smile. I know, isn't it? Oh, it's so yummy. So yummy. So again, I will to I'm going to let it dry a little bit more, and then I may come in with a smaller brush and then kind of one of the brushes where the hairs are going all crazy that I don't care about, and then really push into that to get some of the cheesecloth out. Hi, Jamie. Welcome. Um, to get the cheesecloth whiteness of it. And then, like I said, tomorrow we're going to go in with that red. We'll paint the red first, and then we'll go in with the velvet powder. And then I will pour the snow globes right now. I'm trying to think if we need anything else with the snow globes that need to be in epoxy. I might do a heart or, I wish I had an apple. I don't know. We'll figure something out. Thank you. Oh, I know. The apple that I told Kathy D to use when we got off on the birthday, I was like, Kathy, this apple from Totally Dazzled. And she was like, oh, I have that one. So that's the one that I'll pull out. Anyways, I'm excited. I can't wait to go in and hit the detail tomorrow. I will paint the bottom of this right now, so since I have extra paint. Alrighty. I don't know what we're cooking tonight. I will see. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your evening. If you're not following me on Telegram, you probably want to do that because you might get some important information tomorrow. I'm just saying. I don't know. A friend told me. Alrighty. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Same time, same place. Talk to you later. Bye.